Hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Fresh Board Sports Show. I'm Jabbar Harris. I'm your host and the proprietor. And on this episode, I'm waiting for a special guest to tune in. Gotta bear with me. Waiting for a special guest to get situated. Just bear with me 1 second. But we're gonna talk about definitely gonna talk about a couple different sports topics. I'm gonna go back in time with this guest. I want to go over some things that happened over time. I didn't get to talk with this guest about, and we're going to talk about some current things as well. Yeah, we're going to talk about some current things as well. Just bear with me. But in the meantime, I definitely want to address LeBron James ankle injury. He's gonna be out. Just waiting for my guest to send a request to join the live feed. But LeBron James, he got an ankle injury. He's gonna be out for a couple of weeks with serious ankle injury. So I just wanted to give y'all some quick Lakers update. What's going on with LeBron James? Lakers, we finished that game strong, and just needed. Just waiting for my special guest to tune in. Hello, thank you for joining me. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Fresh Board Sports Show. I got Marissa joining
I'm
me.
still
If you
trying to
just
get
want to introduce
myself
yourself to the
together.
audience some more.
Okay, I'm here. I ain't been on live
Oh,
for
okay,
so
okay.
long.
Yeah, my bad, my bad. But thank you for doing this. I
So
appreciate
we're
you
gonna be
doing
talking about sports because I'm trying to tell you you won't lose me there.
this. Yeah. Just bear with me. I know it's a lot. I want to go through a couple topics, whatever works for you. We could talk about. If not, we can just move on to the next thing. But I want to talk about some old things that happened in the sports world up to obviously what took place at the Super Bowl and NBA All Star Weekend. To current. So we're gonna go back a little. Go back a little bit and then talk about some current things. You good? Something wrong with your connection. Something wrong with her feed. Oh, yeah. Something wrong with her feed. Okay. I think I lost it there. I think I lost it there. But hopefully she can. Hopefully I can get her to come back on. Hopefully her connection can get right. Yeah, just hopefully her connection come back on. But like I said, I wanted to address a couple of old stuff with her and then get some new topics as well. I mean, well, the current things that's going on. Uh, we're definitely in different cities, so it's going to be, I guess, a little difficult with the connection because the rain in both our cities right now is pretty bad. So just kind of try to bear with us.
Back.
Oh, thank you. Sorry. Like I was just saying that the connection is pretty bad, I guess, because of the rain in both our areas. So just bear, I was telling the audience to bear with us. But like I said, I appreciate you doing this, and thank you. And like I said, wherever sticks with you, whatever you want to talk about, we talk. But let's go ahead and get right into it. No time to waste. Can we first start off? What's your sports background? Or what type of sports background do you have? Whether you play, what teams are you?
I'm
Are you all
from
everything Philly
Jersey.
or whatever? I'm
I'm from
sorry.
Jersey,
Oh, okay. We
but
sorry about that.
I
But
mean,
what's your teams though?
who
Because I know
has no
I know
team?
y'all not the Brooklyn Nets no more. Well, I know they're in Brooklyn. I know New York is New York, but New York Giants play
Jersey,
in Jersey.
Jersey, rock with Philly. And
Okay.
whatever else other teams they decide to jump on the wave with.
Yeah. That's basically.
Yeah,
So you personally don't have no athletic background though.
not really, no.
Oh,
I mean, I have a son that boxes and stuff like that, but no, I don't have no.
okay.
Like, I'm not a
Okay.
diehard anybody fan.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to say how your son's doing in the boxing if you want to?
He's doing good. People that follow me knows that he boxes. He's 12 now and he
Mm-hmm.
boxes, and he's 3 years in. Been a few places. He's number 6 in the country.
Okay, that's good. I actually had a boxer, the welterweight WBA champion, Trason Wings. I interviewed him during the Super Bowl week, so you will check that out. But yeah, that's dope. Your son's doing good at such a young age and ranked that high. So
Thank you.
both of y'all keep up the good work. Um, did you watch the Super Bowl? What's your thoughts on the Super Bowl? Can we go there? Obviously, the Chiefs won 38-35. Did you watch it, or was you just in it for the Rihanna concert?
No, I watched it.
Okay,
I
okay,
watched it.
okay. Yeah, did you like the Super Bowl? Was it a good game? I thought it was
I
a good
always
game.
watch
How'd
the
you
Super
feel?
Bowl. I always watch the Super Bowl, but again, I'm not like a diehard fan. But of course, I was going for the Eagles. I
Yeah,
mean, I
okay.
watched it, and I watched the Rihanna halftime too.
No, okay. Did you enjoy it? Are you a fan of Rihanna?
I am. Not, yeah, I am. I mean,
No,
she did a good job, but like I said, if people really follow Rihanna, Rihanna's not a hype dancer anyway.
yeah,
So
yeah.
her being laid back dancing like that, she's never was a
Yeah,
person
she's
that
just
came
like
out
cool. Yeah.
laid back. She was never over the top, extra dancing all hard and heavy. So if you were her fan before then you would already know that. So I just
Yeah.
understand why people were like, she's so dry. She did. If you look at any of her previous videos, and you know,
Yeah. Like,
it's
I
always
feel what you're saying because I'm a big fan of Rihanna. I do a sports show, so there was no really reason for me to bring it up any time before, but it was dope that she on it because since we just talking music real quick, like my favorite R&B singer I guess will be Chris Brown, and then the Rihanna would be the girl.
well,
So
since you mentioned
those
Chris Brown, because I'm a fan of Chris Brown.
yeah,
How do you feel about them shadow banning him for so many years and
yeah, man, I don't like
people?
that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Like obviously made a mistake and he paid the price, but you got to. I mean, he
He's
got to move
33
on. I mean,
now. No, but that happened when he was 17, 18. He's 33 now. It's been a
yeah,
long time.
yeah,
Over a
like
decade.
everybody got to move on and continue to move forward and try to be a better world. But they want to just keep talking about the negative, about that and just dwell into that. So that's a whole nother situation. But I definitely love big fan of Rihanna. Loved all the hits that she played, even the Kanye hits, all her hits. So and then her style, her fashion, and everything like that. So I'm glad that we got to see a Rihanna Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So that was big. Did you pay attention to any commercials? Did you like anything? My favorite commercial was the P Diddy Uber one.
So
What was yours?
yeah. I seen that, but he already had that on his page, so I seen that before Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
He had that on his page. But honestly, I was out, and I was out somewhere publicly where there was a lot going on, so I didn't really see any of
Yeah.
the.
Okay, so you was at a party. Okay.
Yeah.
But I just kept it intimate. Do you have are you familiar with players in the NFL? Like the names and like who's nice and who's good?
No,
Oh,
that's why I was
okay.
telling you. Like I'm not.
Yeah, I'm just,
Boy,
hey, I just got, yeah, I just got to ask that, So, but you was out at I guess at a Super Bowl party. Obviously there was Eagles fans there. Can you describe like what was the vibe, what was the mood like
Well,
after the loss?
with anybody with Philly, anything with Philly
Yeah.
versus their rappers, sports, anything, Philly shows up for each other. That's one thing you can say about Philly, that they definitely support their own. So
Okay.
the vibe was actually on 100.
All right.
Mhm.
Well, I'm glad that we're going here. How is the environment like for high school sports?
High school
Like
sport.
yeah, high school sports in your area. Like how's the environment?
Well, I'm from
is
Camden,
it,
New Jersey. I'm from Camden, New Jersey. So the sports in Camden right now is doing excellent right now as far as our
yeah.
basketball teams in Camden High School. I don't know if you're
Mm-hmm.
familiar with Dewan Wagner.
Okay.
Are you familiar with Dewan Wagner? He came out with LeBron, and he also came out with Carmelo.
Yeah.
And like I
That's
said,
true.
yeah. So he's not in the league anymore, but his son is next up. Like
Oh,
his son played.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's dope.
his
Yeah, that's
son
dope.
played. He played against LeBron's son and stuff like that. Like he's
Yeah.
definitely going places. So right now, our school in Camden, New Jersey, which is called Camden. It was Camden High, but you know how they merged different schools. But right now,
Okay.
they're definitely on. They're definitely being looked at. They're on the news and everything right now.
Yeah. They one of the high schools that have been having on like ESPN. You know, some high
Yeah,
school.
he has a commercial. Like
Oh,
he's really
okay,
like
okay, okay.
he's going to be the next. He's going to be definitely in the
No,
league. He's definitely going to be
okay.
in the league.
Yeah.
And he has a commercial. He had a commercial not long ago that was on the TV, Fox 29 and stuff like that.
Okay, now I'm not like, you know, I live in a small city, small town. Like I don't know if you ever heard it. I'm York, Pennsylvania, so it ain't
You
nothing to
where?
brag. I'm just asking,
Where
like,
are
do
you?
it do more than like 2,000? Like our good, like at a high school gym, like our good games, it's 2,000 plus people there.
Oh yeah, it's big like that.
Okay,
It's big
okay.
like that. Our gym is big anyway. It's big like that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, okay,
they
okay.
have the news there. They have all that there. Especially in Camden, it's only two high schools.
Yeah,
So our two high schools are like rivalry high schools. So whenever they do anything big where they're playing each other, it's
yeah.
big. Yeah.
Okay, 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 okay. All right, all right.
You said you where?
I'm York, Pennsylvania,
You're
close to Harrisburg.
okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So we're like right before Harrisburg, but yeah, small city and small media, doing my thing, trying to get off the ground and you know, spread into other markets and things of that nature and get this, you know, exposure that I need. So I definitely appreciate you doing this. Now I guess we're just gonna go through some couple more rapid topics just to see whatever sticks with you or whatever. Just like trending stuff that's been going on, I guess in the past year up to date in the sports world. How do you feel about like owners just like having toxic work environments, being forced to sell the team as their punishment, but they're getting billions and billions of dollars for that punishment, if that makes sense. Obviously, like, you
Didn't
know, they
Deion
they bring, huh?
didn't Deion Sanders go through something like that?
You said Deion
Did he
Sanders?
go through something like that
No, no, no.
where
I'm
he
talking about no. I'm just talking about like owners
of like different
having
type of any kind of business?
yeah for any kind of business, yeah, but obviously because there's two owners in particular. This is a in general question, but obviously it's a sports topic because it happened last year and earlier this year too. The Redskins is in the process of selling. Well, the Commander, Washington Commanders, Daniel Snyder, he's in the process of selling his team for obviously the toxic work environment he had it there. Phoenix, the team that Kevin Durant got traded to, the Phoenix, they just sold their team because their owner had a toxic environment. But these guys just, you know, bought the team for just say 150 million, 200 million dollars, dirt cheap, and they walking away with $4+ billion
Right.
as their punishment, basically, because they being forced to sell the team, but they get to walk away with that profit, you know?
You said how I feel
Yeah.
about it. If I was the person that stepped in and bought it,
Yeah,
or just
no,
in
no,
general,
just
I
about
feel
no.
like I feel like everything has a season, and if you
Yeah.
feel like your season is up in any situation, it's time to move on. It's time to move on.
Okay.
I mean, what happens after me is out of my control.
Oh, yeah. No,
You
no
know,
matter
like
if
I
they're
mean, if you selling your building, and I've seen that nightclub. You had a nightclub, and I see a nightclub, and I'm looking at it. And if you want to sell it for dirt cheap, and you bought it for 3.5 million, and you giving it to me for 1 million, I'm jumping on that wave. I mean, what happened? That has nothing to do with me. Ain't nothing to do with me. All I can do is try to
yeah.
step in and be a better boss or a better leader than what you were.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. This is something I don't know if you heard about it when it happened, but it was definitely a big deal. Draymond Green from the Warriors
Say it
punched and
again.
knocked out his
Oh yeah, I
practice. I
seen
mean his
that.
teammate Jordan
I
Poole
seen
knocked him out
that.
clean. He went to sleep, and I mean Draymond caught him, but he went to sleep though. That the video got leaked. My thing is why I want to
They were
brought
on
you
the
up.
court, right?
Yeah, this
On
was
the court.
on the court. This is within the
Yeah.
no. This is in practice, but it was in practice.
Yeah, but they were
Yeah,
on the court.
yeah,
I seen
yeah.
it.
And that's what I'm saying. It's a practice video that got leaked, so you know that was an inside job
Right.
because the people, whoever had access to the video room, and I wouldn't even put it on the video workers. I would probably say somebody in the higher ups that have access to that video and leak that video
Right.
to the media. And you know, just kind of like what's your feelings about just how those events played out, and
Well,
we
he
know that
always
it took
has a,
place at practice.
but he has a short temper anyway. That ain't his first.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. This fights
Yeah,
happen all the time in practice.
I feel no, not even in practice. He just be acting like that even on the court. He
Yeah,
has a
yeah,
lot
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
anger.
Definitely on the
I
court.
feel like
Period.
with athletes as well that they should start making them go through therapy because a lot of these men a lot of our men, black men, they dealing with trauma. And before they even get into the league or anything, they decide to even become an actor. A lot of these men are coming in situations with trauma. You don't know that you're going to make it. Any kid, any black man, any young boy can wake up with a dream of wanting to be a football player, basketball player, actor, but they don't talk about their childhood or what they've been through and the things that they endured. So when they get rich and they get this money, all those things get swept underneath the rug, because at that time they're highlighting the glory, they're glorifying what they have now, but they're not dealing with their back thens. Because who's that also that retired 2003? He was I forgot, he was in the he played football in 2013 and he beat his child's mother up in the house in the living room. He hit her, he punched her in the face, she fell into the TV and the baby was right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I mean,
yeah. So a lot of these men are dealing with past traumas, and some of them you don't never know when you're gonna make it. You have a dream to make it, but who's to say tomorrow this podcast can blow up and you got, you know, you making millions off it. But if you're dealing with things from your childhood, things that you never expressed, you're still battling demons. Yeah. It don't matter how rich you are, how many women you get, the cars and clothes you can buy, you still have issues within that you need to work on. A lot of these men don't. It gets glorified because the white men don't give a fuck about what you're doing and what you're going through. You're making a check for them. You're making it for yourself, but you're making a check for them first. And then you get paid through them. So they don't care about your therapy, your abuse, or your mother was an addict, or your dad was in jail, he got murdered. They don't care about that. But that comes from us needing to step aside and making sure our well-being is first priority. Because they're going to use you for what.
Oh, you're about to move out.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
they're going to use you up. They're going to use you up for what they can use you for. Once you break your leg, you fucked up in the game.
Yeah.
They're on
just
to the
commodity.
Next. They're on
just
to
commodity.
The
only what you could do for us.
Right.
You know, you don't do what we need you to do. We're going, you know,
they're going to get the next young, strong, fastest player, and that's just what it is. That's even
it's just the cycle.
I used to model back when I was younger, 23, 24. I'm 38 now. But even in the modeling, if you're not over 5'5", being 5'5" is considered short. You have to be 5'8" or 5'9". If you're not wearing between the size 0 to the size 4, after that you're considered almost plus size. A size 5 isn't plus size at all. You're not going to go into a plus size department and find a size 5. Plus size go from at least about a size 10. But in those industries, if you're not fitting their criteria, you're not tall enough, skinny enough, they're going to go with what they want. They're going to use you for what they want to use you for.
Yeah. You got to fit, you know, whatever mold or shape they see you in. Like I said, if you're not doing that to their standards, they're going to replace you.
Right.
So I get what you're saying, and especially with all the trauma. And I'm glad that you mentioned that, because it's a lot going on. And this is the good, you know, I guess, you know, it's a transition segue to what happened with the Michigan State students, the 43-year-old man doing the tragedy, taking lives at the Michigan State. And then at the Alabama kids getting themselves caught up, taking the young lady's life, and just things of that nature. And hurt people, just taking their anger out on other people.
You just say what you said, hurt people. Yeah. Hurt people. You know, at the end of the day, the sad part about it is, and as much as you don't want to say it that way, we don't do that. And when I say that, we as in our color. When I'm going through something and I'm depressed and I'm fucked up in this world, I'm not thinking about packing up a book bag full of guns and going to a church or going to elementary school, shooting up a bunch of kids or a bunch of elderly people. So statistically, they put us in the statistics as black people this, black people that. You don't hear about black people going into a mall and holding people hostage and just walking around.
That type of stuff. It's more personal, you know, when it comes to, you know, so.
And it's sad that we are really built strong. We're stronger than what we think. So when I hear a lot of people saying black as ourselves depressed and they're dealing with this, and we don't even understand how strong we are. We've been because all we ever had to do was be strong. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really like to touch bases on those type of topics where it talk about, you know, mass shootings, because it ain't us on TV. It's hardly ever us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Them. But as soon as we do something, kill one of our own, oh, the black man went into a bank, he shot 2 black people, or he got into a gang war.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we have our issues too, but
Mm-hmm.
we ain't on the news killing
Mm-hmm.
no babies and shooting up no
Yeah,
churches and
yeah,
shooting people in the mall.
doing all that sick stuff.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're not that demonic.
Now, like I said, when it comes to us, you know, obviously it's more personal. You know, we're not trying to, you know, do stuff to the masses, basically.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah.
But this is crazy how everything's just falling together. Like Antonio Brown, former wide receiver in the NFL, he got plenty. You know, now he's turned rapper.
Yeah, he's a rapper. So he's done playing. He's
yeah,
done
he's definitely
playing.
done. He's done.
Yeah, he's
like when we talk about you done. And
he's another one that's another one that's dealing with other issues.
Yeah, he definitely got mental issues. He got mental issues, I guess CTE and stuff. Well, you know, I'm not whatever you want to call it, but he definitely got so many hits to the you know, to the head, and just playing football wear and tear, and just, you know, whatever that he's been through.
How long he been in the league? How long was he in it?
He's been in the league since 2009 until 2012, 21. So, you know, 11, 12 years.
Okay.
But he definitely took his fair share of pain. And like you said, he probably not deal with some issues that traumas that he been going through. He didn't get that taken care of. Obviously, he was just focusing on his game and getting better at his craft, but not dealing with all the triggers that got him, you know, behaving the way that he's behaving now.
Yeah. If a lot of people don't. All right, what I say, a lot of people in black communities, and me having black sons, and I have an older son that's 20. We don't like to talk to people, and we don't believe in therapy. That's another thing. We don't want to talk to people about our problems and touch and base. So a lot of men, again, like I said, a lot of men are dealing with past traumas, and then you don't know you're going to become a millionaire. Yeah. You don't know that you're about to go into the NFL tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It's 1 in a million. You could be somebody from a small town where you're from, or somebody from Camden, New Jersey, like me, and you hit that lottery ticket to get out of here. What my mom did to me, abusing me, and what my dad wasn't there for, that goes out my mind at the time. I'm just thinking about, oh, I'm going to take the family that's here with me and live great and live good. But that shit still don't go away in the back of your head.
Yeah. That's what I was saying, because you know, you really not. And
now you're around big influencers. These people are drinking every day. If you were in a small town and you smoked your weed every now and then, or you probably you drank a couple of shots a day. Now you're somewhere where you can get endless liquor. Now you went from weed to sniffing coke. Now you from coke to popping pills. So now you're just chasing the high, but you still blocking what's going on in the back of your mind. And that's a lot of people.
And that's accurate. And that's usually how it goes across the board. Everybody that gets that jackpot per se, they don't feel like doing whatever they need to do to block all that out. And don't want to deal with it.
Right. And when they deal with it, sometimes it's too late. You can use Whitney Houston. You can use Whitney Houston as an example. Michael Jackson as an example. Whitney Houston came from a good background. But in every good girl, there's a bad girl. You get what I'm saying? Everybody blames Bobby for what happened to Whitney. But Whitney introduced Bobby to a lot of shit. Because Whitney started out with drugs. Bobby drank liquor. But if you are a person and you a team and I love you, love me, we're going to explore and get high and do shit together. But then it started getting too out of control. And then he loved it. And then he probably loved it a little bit more than her and was getting high more than her. And it took him somewhere else. Just as well as Michael Jackson. He came from an abusive background, but it was a good background, but it was an abusive background. So with him, when he got to the point of where he was in his career, he blocked out what his dad did to him. But he also loved his dad for taking him where he took him. Then he started using, then he got hurt and he started using the pills. He started doing this, started doing that. So at the same time, it's like the fun time is fun, but in the back of the fun, it's always a story.
Yeah. Everybody definitely got a story. Like everybody can have a book to write. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a movie to be seen. So everybody just need to seek help however they need to. Mental, spiritually, physically. Like everybody's just trying to be better out here. So they don't need to be like ashamed of speaking to somebody. If you sick, you'll go to the doctor. So you know, obviously if you're mentally sick and going through some things and just want to talk to somebody that's going to be objective,
Right.
you know.
Right.
But I guess somebody else that can be used in counseling. I'm pretty sure you heard of this very notorious actress Nia Long. Her husband, her fiance.
You think she needs counseling?
No, no. This is the whole city. Yeah, she should need counseling. I mean, because Celtics put her business out there that her fiance, at the time, the baby dad, was cheating on her with a member in the organization. Press conference and all. Now, people get their freak on in the organization, do for the forbidden stuff. Every sport industry across the board, the team does not have a press conference letting you know why somebody's getting suspended and breaking down the details. Then they're going to exclude the lady's name because she's a subordinate. Because obviously he's a head coach. She's just like somebody that works in the organization, but that's not executive. You know what I'm saying? I think she's like a traveling person or something like that. Somebody that just like do like the getting your real estate stuff situated for the players and things like that.
Right.
But Nia Long spoke about it at her couple. You know, she got a couple movies out, and they asked her about it on the runway, and she just didn't like the way Celtics did that because it was unique and it was different, and it was kind of like never done before. Because when stuff like happens, you don't hear about it. You'll hear it, through the cracks and stuff like that. But the team doesn't go and like break down on ESPN. The owner and the GM, like what's going
right.
on. That's different. So she didn't like how they didn't allow her to deal with that privately.
Right. I mean, I feel like it just comes with the territory, but also she's high up there as far as
the news is the guy's name is Ime Udoka, but it doesn't matter. I mean,
no, but
is the story.
I'm saying her by herself, she's her own brand without him. So everybody everybody wants Nia Long. So she was somebody to talk about. She's bigger than probably half of the players that's playing on the team. Everybody wanted Nia Long.
Come on, man. Exactly.
Him having Nia Long as his woman and doing that, it's just like Nia Long. You did that to Nia Long. When in reality, that happens every day. It happens to Marissa. It happens to Keisha. It happens to, but because it's Nia Long, like that's why I say they glorified it because it's Nia Long. But that shit happens every day in the everyday community. Like she got cheated on. She got cheated on. Yeah. It's only big because it was her.
And it's so like shocking to people.
Yeah, like what's shocking about it though?
Yeah, I mean, like I guess everybody's looking at
asking you what's shocking about Nia Long getting cheated on.
Because it really is shocking. Because I know I personally wouldn't do it, but it's not just my opinion though. Like you asking me, we keeping it real and stuff like that.
No,
but it's
I'm
not
just
just my
opinion. From a woman's perspective, what's shocking? Not saying to you, really bringing it to you. What's shocking about her getting cheated on versus me getting cheated on? The fact that she got millions. The fact because her name is Nia Long. It's her name. It's who she is. Because a lot of men wanted her. Yeah. So it was like, who is she? She can get cheated on like any other woman. So that's why it was big.
That is the facts behind it, but. Obviously, it's people, even famous people too. But I'm concerned. That's why I said it's so notorious. It's so shocking to me because of her status.
Yeah. It's because that's why.
And that's it. It ain't nothing else. Like I said, it really ain't nothing else. I mean, because there's plenty of beautiful women out here.
Cheated on, so did Keisha next door.
Yeah. So that's and they both look good. So it's just
exactly. She just got millions, and she's Nia Long, and we know who she is, and that's just that's why. But. Anyway.
Yeah. That makes sense. But from one female to the GOAT in the tennis world, Serena Williams. I just wanted to give you your chance. I guess you want to congratulate her, whatever. She just retired a historical career. And by the way, her older sister is not retiring though. So it's just ironic because her older sister she's not retiring. Because obviously she don't got all the accomplishments.
She don't have she doesn't have a family. She's not married. And I can understand her, retiring because she done made her money. She's the whole platform.
And Serena, she want to focus on raising her daughter and maybe she want to have another kid or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it comes a time when you get over it and she built the platform for herself. She can do whatever she wants. She can do whatever she wants. She's forever good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't think that. I honestly don't think that she's going to stay retired.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
you
she
think she's
might
going to take a little time?
She might pull a what's his name?
Tom,
Tom
Tom
Brady.
Brady.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, what's your thoughts about that and how that? Since I'm glad I got a female on here. Oh, I'm glad we go here. This is we ain't even get this we wasn't even talking about, but Tom Brady choosing to come out of retirement because he loved the game so much, causing problems obviously so badly in his marriage that she divorced him because he went back to work. How do you
But
feel about a man just saying no? I want to love this job more than you. Can you give me another year? Like
she gave him a lot of years, though. She gave him a lot of
yeah.
years. Hold on. She gave him a lot of years, and she gave him children, and she sat beside him. She did. She sat beside him. She was there for all his high moments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it gets to a point when you become married, it becomes a union. Like I'm going to ride your wave, and you have to ride my wave. She rode his wave. She actually stepped down from her career as a model and stuff like that to be a woman and a wife and stuff like that. And it gets to the point that after a while they'd be like, okay, I've been riding in your shadow for so long, and you're not giving me what I require as a wife and as a woman.
Yeah.
You choosing this over me because he retired before he came back, and now he retiring again. But I feel like it's a little too late because that woman is on vacation dancing and shit.
And naked and stuff.
And you ain't never see her living like that. And
ain't never see her like that around.
You ain't never see her like that. She always
Tom Brady
very
he's pristine. You can't act like that with Tom Brady. Ooh,
you get bored.
What is going on?
You get bored. You get bored. Yeah. And men think that because we are women, we supposed to stay like on this same neutral level. And I'm your wife, and I gotta ride. I'm riding your wave, and probably going to all these fancy restaurants and dinners and all your little conferences. And I'm sitting here in this gown and this dress, but I'm not having fun. I've been with you all these years. I gave you kids. I'm bored now. Let's have fun. We got the money. We got everything. You got all these rings. Now you're greedy. You're greedy now.
Yeah.
So now she on her own wave, and I don't blame her. And now he's sitting there wanting to retire when it's a little too late. Their kids is what, like 11, 12. So like they're not babies. You sitting up here still trying to chase this dream. You getting old. You getting broke down, nigga. Now you want to come. Now you gonna want to come to me broke down. They can't do shit because they can't use you no more in the NFL.
Well, I mean, Tom Brady was the GOAT. They was never gonna kick him out. I mean, he's the GOAT.
He got to break his fucking back.
Yeah,
literally.
Yeah. But it's wild that things just transpire like that. Because and this is just because of his status. You wouldn't think nobody want to leave Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying?
With his cheating
you wouldn't think nobody want to leave Tom Brady.
He was great, but they was cheating for him for years. I mean, I don't know enough about sports, but they was.
But you know that
I feel like they cheated I feel like they cheated in the Super Bowl. Super Bowl.
I was gonna say you know enough to know that though, right? That's.
I definitely. I mean, I pay attention. I'm just not like all.
Yeah, I know. I'm just.
But I feel like
I'm just teasing. I'm a Steelers fan, so before disclosure, so they cost us a couple rings too.
Okay, yeah, I feel like they cheated a little bit with this Super Bowl as well. I feel like it was definitely for the Eagles. I think so.
Nah, but
it was a good game.
We're gonna get back here. Like, okay, y'all lost by 3 points. Jalen Hurts never got fumbled and went for 6.
Wait, what's the boy name that got hurt and went in the back and just came back like Sonic the Hedgehog? What's his name again?
Pat Mahomes.
Remember, he hurt his leg. He limped off and was crying off the field. Yes.
Pat Mahomes.
He came back like something totally different.
Yeah, but come on. I understand that. But if we play clean football the whole game, that fumble and went for a touchdown, y'all lost by 3 points. That was critical, y'all. That fumble went for 6.
Yeah. But it was other little plays in there that they kept trying to keep underneath the rug. Their whole field was slippery. They was falling all over that damn field. They were switching their cleats out and shit. But they said that the night before that they had sprayed the field or whatever. I've never heard of them doing that the night before.
They just need to do grass. But they don't want to do the upkeeping. They just need to do the natural grass, but they don't want to do the upkeeping.
Yeah.
But like I said, that game was it was a good game. It obviously went down to the end. It was a little deflating on the flag play at the end. We wanted to see Jalen Hurts have a chance with more than 8 seconds, because obviously he would have had like about a minute and a half to go. If things would have that hole wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
But I want to bring it back to football in the sense of what's your thoughts about Deshaun Watson playing football again after being suspended for the 20-something allegations of sexual misconduct from his massages. Hey, what they was alleged. What they was alleged. Now everybody settled out of court. Obviously, after some time battling.
Me as a
Everybody
woman, he's a whole celebrity, so I feel like as a woman, you putting yourself in line up to be in a situation like that. I'm not coming to your hotel, your house for a personal massage from a fucking NFL player that I know that got money, and he probably can try to do anything and manipulate the truth to manipulate the truth, like, oh, she came on to me or anything like that. Like, I think a lot of women, I ain't gonna say some, a lot of women do shit because they know that once you can go cry rape or misconduct, you're gonna get a check. You're gonna get a check.
I couldn't say it better. I'm glad you. I'm just letting you go. I'm just letting you go. I can't say it better.
He probably did a little extra feeling, but if I'm getting a massage from anybody, from a man that I'm not even sleeping with, I'm keeping my underwear and my panties on. So if you decide to do anything of a rape or touching, no, I still had my underwear and stuff on. These women probably getting ass naked on the table and letting this man fill up on them.
Yeah, they doing all that extra stuff.
So I'm gonna just be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's I don't know. It kind of be
like you said, they know what they kind of they know what the situation is because he's famous. He could just have one of the team massage people do it.
Oh, they went to his house. They probably had some drinks. They was flirting. Got the massage going on. She took all her shit off. He got a massage. If I know I'm not sleeping with you and that's not even my intent, I'm gonna keep my underwear on and my bra on.
Yeah, like that's just simple.
If you're touching on and you're touching on a person and a woman or a man in any kind of way and touch a certain spot on their body, not even their private areas, you hit a point where they get sexually aroused. So
that's what
if a woman starts, her chest gets hard, or she, and that's giving the man a sign like she want me. So we were already drinking or smoking or whatever. So no, I'm not putting myself in that predicament. So at the end of the day, a lot of these women know what they're doing. But he's a celebrity. He's a celebrity, so you can cry. He touched me, and I just went there for a massage. Right.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't think I need to add anything to that because I'm glad from a female's perspective. You just being frank and just keeping it real that this is what goes on. Man, so like I only need to say else about that. Can I get your thoughts on sports betting? Do you like sports betting? Do you do that? I do my little fair deal here and there.
I never did. I picked some teams for other people, but no, I never did it for my own self. Because like I said, I ain't really heavy into sports. But I mean, do you think? I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
I never.
No, just wanted to get see if you dabble in that because
But that's so many teams. Like what's the odds I'm putting up all this money and my teams don't win? And I'm just losing my money. Like
I mean, but people going to the casino, it's the same thing. Right?
I feel like I got more control of me playing on the table versus me picking teams that might not even freaking win. And I just put up 400 on a bet. I got more control of if I want to put this money down and how I'm playing my hand on the table.
Okay. What about the slots? It's the same thing as the slots. Right?
I guess. I don't do them either.
I'm just talking about casino stuff. I'm just talking casino. It's the same thing as the slots. But I feel what you're saying, though. I feel what you're saying by playing your hand.
But you still can control that.
Yeah.
How much you want to put in, how much you want to put in, how much you want to bet. You can always pull out on that. You can't, once you put your money in on them bets, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You can't pull out them bets. When you on that slot machine and they ask you to cash out, you can cash out.
Yeah,
if I ain't fucking with it, I ain't fucking with it.
Yeah, you can't be like, all right, I'm winning. Three quarters. Let me cash out right now.
I can cash out my $2.35, $2.50 right now.
Yeah. I'm leaving here with something,
Right. Right.
Oh man. Brittany Griner is back in the U.S. soil, and she's playing again for the Phoenix Mercury for being wrongfully detained for having the weed pen cartridge in the Russian airport. What's your feelings about that? All over a weed pen, but she should have been smart of the fact that you're not paying attention to the news of the war in Ukraine and stuff and all that was going on simultaneously, and then You just need to be smarter than that. Like I don't want to. Okay, you forgot. That's what you're telling them. But we know it ain't no forget. You probably already
But
took it in there multiple times.
I thought she was supposed to have been able to. Didn't she have like a permission to smoke?
Yeah,
for like.
Yeah, but not in the Russia. But it was just weird. She played for Russia for years. Here's the back thing. She does this. Just say about 8-9 years. You know, she go when she do the WNBA, then she go to Russia after the WNBA season over. You know, because she makes more money over there.
Right.
That's the only reason why she been doing it. So I'm pretty sure she got the weed pen over there over the years, and she probably just assumed this was gonna be a normal thing. You know, like she has some kind of status over there a little bit. She wins championships over there for them, so that you know, they pay them good, way better than the WNBA. So they're notorious in Russia, the female basketball team. And like I said, she won championships for them. So she has a status and should have become with a level of respect. But obviously, Putin knows what's going on. U.S., Biden, getting involved with the Ukraine. Okay, we're going to pull one over you. We're gonna hold her because we know who she is. And we want to see if she means something to y'all. Pretty much.
I mean, I feel like she should have known better. And at the end of the day, we black.
Yeah.
You black.
That's why I get back to the doing better.
I don't care how much money they giving you, how much you win the championships for them. You ain't them. We not them. So they're not going to let up on you easily because at the end of the day, you're just a worker. I don't give a hell how good you doing in the NBA or whatever. You're just a worker to them. And once you can't work for them or you cross state lines, they're going to bury you. And they was trying to really take her under. How long they was trying to give her?
Like 9 years.
Yeah, and she was already in there for like a year.
Nah, it was 6 months. Nah, they were not more than 6 months. It was more than 6 months. Probably like 8 months. Yeah, it was a little about. I don't think it was a cool year. Probably 8 to 10 months, something like that.
Shit, almost a year.
Yeah.
That's a long time for a weed pen.
Yeah, I know. That's wild. That is wild.
I didn't know her, and I ain't never heard her talk. I didn't know her voice was that deep. Like
I ain't know her voice was that deep either.
But this is the thing, and this is like really off topic. Her voice is deeper than half of the men that are walking around.
Yo, you was
that
too funny,
are
yo.
like that.
Yo, you was too funny, yo. Yeah.
Her voice was like a whole dude.
Yeah,
I was like, oh wow. But yeah, I'm glad she's home now. She about to start playing back again, right?
Yeah. She got they got award at the NAACP last night.
Do you think she's gonna go back over there?
Hell, no. You're about to get me. No, no. You better not. You better not. Don't even do none of that. Don't even do none of that. Oh man, that's wild. I know you're not that big fan, but did you peep the NBA All-Star weekend or All-Star game? Did you hear how weak it was and how garbage it was?
No, I didn't. What happened?
Just the lack of defense and just the lack of effort. Like this is the worst rated All-Star game ever in NBA history.
Oh no.
They just was like a layup line. It was a glorified layup line. There was just no defense at all. It was no defense at all. Weapons are federal charges in Jersey. God, wow. What?
Really?
And I go down to Georgia. I visit often. Damn, they don't even say that too much. That's crazy. I love the ATL.
Smoke a weed pen just walking around in ATL?
Hey.
I'm in ATL all the time. I need to
you
know
that. And that's facts. I love the ATL too. I'll be the ATL a lot. Yeah, we're going to talk about that some other time. But that's why.
But I don't understand why would it be that, but you can smoke weed though. Pop edibles and everything. So I don't understand why a weed pen would be federal charges in Georgia.
I don't get that. They definitely got that. Like I'm saying, it's everything edibles and they got it's around.
They sell them in the smoke shop. They sell them in the smoke shop. So I didn't know
it's a medicine now. So it's just like medical cards and just all that. So I don't get how they going to differentiate the people who don't got the medical cards and who's going to get the federal charges. You know.
I wonder why. Yeah. So you get caught with a weed pen and get locked up down there. You got a whole situation on your hands. Glad that I know.
That's crazy. Oh man, this was definitely fun, man. We would answer everything. I want to give a shout out to my sponsors before we get out of here. You need a fresh gear, fresh clothing, go to Catch Baby Clothing Brand. And you need an event planning, go to Wild Production and Events. Also, if you want to, if you're in the area, you tell people.
He just wrote back. He wrote you back. He wrote back.
Oh, not in Fulton County, but that's where we be at in the Fulton County area. Okay, I'm glad to know that. That's the only place we're gonna move to when we get down there. You know the phone count area. He's only in the phone count area. That's where we be. That's where we be at. There ain't no other place we go to. Nah, but I love the ATL. I love the ATL. You know, that's like a second home to me. I love the ATL. I go down there often. But April 15th, First Word Sports Show. I have my first ever live, and it's gonna be live annual audience. So it's gonna be me and a panel guests. I'm gonna have some performances to break up the talking. $10 tickets gonna come with a meal included. It's gonna be dope, something unique, different in the York area. I'm pretty sure you're kind of familiar with the York area. It's kind of something like when I Am Athlete went on the road and they hit the New York market and they went to Philly and it took the show on the road. I'm kind of doing the same thing with myself, and I'm gonna have, like I said, a panel. I'm gonna have me and another guy who got a podcast. I'm gonna have him on as guests. I'm gonna have 2 females on. We're just gonna chop it up about different topics. I'm gonna have 3 performances to break up the talking. And yeah, everything under 28. Okay. Yeah, okay. The weed, he's saying the weed is legal, not the pen. All right, thanks for the clarification, because yeah, you talking to 2 people that definitely be in the ACL. So
I ain't know that. My girlfriend be having them all the time, so now I know. So
yeah, there's definitely yeah, definitely make sure you tap in with the Fresh Sports Show. But I don't know if you got any closing remarks, anything that you want to say before we get out of here. I can't thank you enough for doing this. I appreciate you doing this, like, seriously.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Okay, what you think about the show?
It's good. First of all, where did we even know each other? We just started following each other.
Yeah. Well, it was just like because the Benji, I saw you on his page, and he was supposed to come on the show.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, he was supposed to come on the show. I'm still waiting for him to come on the show. We linked information up. He was always supposed to come on the show, but you know his schedule is busy. He's doing what he's doing. So I saw you and I see that obviously like not saying like that, but you're just like you have a personality that don't, I guess, mind doing something. So I just said, why not see if you want to come on the show?
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much, and I'm glad that you did that. So thank you again.
No problem.
Hopefully you would like to come back on again in a later date and time like this.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about sports because you're gonna lose me. I can talk about some.
Yeah.
I can't talk about
I know that you was definitely doing your thing. So we said you was talking. That's why I was letting you cook. You was over there doing your thing. Like I said, I'm gonna let this cook, let it marinate, but let it bubble up. That's how I cook my thing out. But you was over there cooking up. You was doing your thing. Like I was letting you go. I was letting you have the floor. And I'm glad that you was answering, like, you know, things that you was doing from a woman's perspective. And, you know, I appreciate that, you know, on my behalf.
No problem. Thank you.
All right. You enjoy the night. Till the next time. You have a good one. Thank you.
All right. Good night.
All right.